Are you networking online and think it doesn't work? Well, you're in the right place to hear more about why that might be. My name is Sigrid Kast. I'm the creator of Global Business Networking Live Online. And I started that for the very reason to make sure online networking works for you. But before we go into too much detail, there are loads of people just like you who jump onto business networking online. Why online? Because it is convenient. You don't have to travel anywhere. You can stay where you are. You can do it from your office, from your home, wherever it is most convenient. So online is great. The other opportunity with online, of course, is you can go globally, which is exactly what global business networking live online is about. It is globally to make those global connections with anywhere in the world, people wherever they come from that you might want to work with, collaborate with, or find clients with or from. So that is the first thing why online networking is such a great idea. Now, why are people saying it doesn't work? One of the reasons why that is the case for some people is simply that they haven't looked at types of networking. And let me explain what I mean by that. So I have identified three main types of networking. And those are that you could go, for example, for social networking. You could go for the much more structured, closed business networking, where you really are looking to gain and give closed business. And then there is the global online networking, the type that I have created. So let us go through those three in a little bit more detail for you. So from those three foundation types of networking, you can then take away how you might want to look at the networking that you're doing at the moment, perhaps what category the online networking that you're currently doing falls into. Is it social networking? Let's start right there. There are loads of networking online opportunities these days. And they are all for different reasons. There are some just for online within your country, perhaps. So they're not necessarily global connections that you meet there. But the idea is that you get together and have a good time. Now, that good time might include that there is a speaker at the time for that. And the speaker gives you some great new information on whatever their topic of expertise is. They are fantastic. You can learn a lot if that is what you're looking for. And often, most often, the participants in that type of online networking are people that are there to connect with others and to get to know them and perhaps to follow up at some point in time, perhaps even to follow up in person if the location isn't too far away. Or often they are perhaps in the same larger size city, and so they might decide to catch up with each other. The focus most often of the social type of online networking really is on socializing, getting to know the people, feeling good about having a group of business owners that you can interact with, exchange ideas with, and really feel good about yourself for being there and feel good about the people that you can exchange ideas and information with, and that you are feeling good about learning something new potentially there. So it's a really great way of online networking if that is what you want to do. So your motivation for that would be, as I said, socializing, just getting to know more people. Perhaps there may be at some point in time referrals being exchanged, perhaps not, but there's no big focus on that. Now, completely the opposite to that, of course, is structured networking. And a lot of a lot of structured networking groups, of course, have gone online so that they can expand into wider regions. But most of the time, that is not the reason for structured networking groups to go online. The main reason for very structured groups to go online is that they can simply save time. There's no traveling involved. And yes, they can draw on a wider group of people, but that is often not the main reason for going online. It's just something that is done. We are in times where we do that. So networking type number two, what I'm talking about now, is the structured networking. And I'm pretty sure you all know the biggest one around the world. And I am going to name it. That is the BNI network. And it is fantastically structured. It really is focusing on business building. So if you go into that one or something like that, you have fun. Yes, you can socialize with the members of the network in your own time, however you wish to. But the real main focus, which is the data of this is collated, it is all written down. Who gives what referral to who, what the outcome of that referral is in monetary terms, who is performing the best, who is perhaps needing some support to perform better. That type of networking, that structured networking, is not for everyone, but it is for those who are really focused on using networking as one of their marketing strategies. Now, that is something that often small businesses, most often selling a variety of services and products like, because they can measure, they are investing time and money into the networking, and they're very focused on getting a return on that investment. So the collection of the data of how many actual referrals were given, how many actual new people were introduced and accepted into the group, for example. All of those components are really important and are being collected in such a more framed, structured framework of networking. The one that is more about closed business. Do we have closed business? Do we have referrals that we're giving that are actually leading to money, to actual outcomes to clients? So that's the second one. And now let's have a look at the third one. That's the one that I have created with Global Business Networking Live Online. And the idea in this one is it is globally. So my networking is specifically designed to reach a global audience. If that is something you're looking for, then that is the network to come to. The other one is that we are live streaming it at the moment into LinkedIn. We will also look at streaming it right here into YouTube. And the reason for that is live streaming, we can have a live audience, we can have comments given, we can interact with viewers at the time. So we have the people in the room, but we can also have the people not in the room and interact with them, specifically on LinkedIn, of course. In my Global Business Networking Live Online, we do have the opportunity from LinkedIn itself to promote the event before it starts, while it is running. Afterwards, the live stays on LinkedIn, and everyone who has participated can share in further sharing the replay as a post or as a link directly, and therefore get that visibility that we're all looking for. So any of those or any variation of those is an online networking opportunity for you. So why might online networking not work for you? Let's have a look at a couple of reasons. And these are really the foundation of any type of networking, whether you are doing it in a social scenario or a more relaxed scenario that does not necessarily focus on the outcome of clients, of money, or return on investment, monetary wise, as well as when you are having something a little bit more formulated networking. So the key components of having your online networking work are you've got to have a very short and sharp introduction. It is really important that when you are not physically in the room with people, you are on a screen like this, that you are short and sharp in how you introduce yourself. Because people's attention span is short when they are on the computer themselves in their own surrounds. You don't know what's going on in the back of the office or the room that they are in. There could be distractions, so the focus is really lacking. Be short and sharp with your introduction, and I'll tell you a little bit more about introductions in a moment. And number two is follow up with everybody who's in the room and who made any comments, if it is a live online, a live streamed one like mine, or whatever scenario online you are in. Follow up with intent. What is your intention to follow up? You just want to get to know the person a little bit more. Do you want to establish some trust? Do you want to see what really is further behind what they introduce themselves about? It is so important to follow up with an intention, with intent. You might want to follow up because you had an idea, because you could interview that person, or maybe that person talked about something about interviewing and you would like to know more about that. So do follow up. Now, if the person is saying something that just went right over the top of your head and you just not really know what that person is about, follow up with the intent of getting to know what they are about. So whatever you do, follow up, because the gold is in the follow up. Wherever you are, whatever you do, however you network, and whatever your own intent is in general about the networking that you're going to online, follow up with intent. And those are the two real key components. And now I want to leave you with this here. If the online networking is for you and you are here watching this and thinking, oh, global, yes, definitely, I'd like to step into the global market, onto the global stage with what I am doing, what my business is, then do check out the link below this video, because in Global Business Networking Live Online, where we currently are live streaming it into LinkedIn, you have every opportunity to be seen much wider, to be visible to a huge audience on LinkedIn. So grab the link below this video. I invite you to get my 3 fresh introduction templates. They will help you with the short and sharp introduction, and you get the guest pass. So grab the guest pass with the 3 fresh introduction templates via that link, and I'd love to see you at the next event that we are having. Now, aside from the introduction in the Global Business Networking, for example, you also are the speaker in a way. Now, not like that, so don't get worried about having to speak, but we do guided discussions, guided conversations, so you can really showcase your expertise and dig deeper into the topic that is your expertise. So it is not just a short and sharp introduction, but we will take it further through guided discussions. I'm looking forward to seeing you there next time.